Everybody, we're back here on the server today. Been dealing with some weird ping lag. Talked XAR into coming over to the Gregtech 5 server, and he's been busy. He built all these machines for us, which I need to have him watch this video so I can explain this to him. And for you guys, I'll explain it to you. This will not power this. Output from these is only the side, the top, the other side, and the back, not the bottom. The bottom is an input for water. So this is not doing any good for the alloy smelter, which is the highest fuel cost machine that we have sitting here. So it actually needs this. This is the lowest. One of these two is the lowest. They're really, really low. And this one doesn't take much either. So he really needs to move this one, or switch these two out and put like the extractor here, which doesn't take much. Also need to figure out what his fascination is with copper, why he thinks we need all this stuff processed into copper ingots right now, because we're just starting. We're mainly needing tin and steel right now, and we get byproducts out of this stuff when we get an ore washer and a centrifuge, and we actually get really good stuff out of the chalcopyrite or chalcopyrite with IHL. We can actually get osmium and iridium and platinum, stuff like that out of it after we run those machines. So I got to figure out what he's thinking with that. He also has a thing with this cluttering everything up. I like to spread everything out. That's why my farms are way over here and my pens are over here. I came in and there was just this big mass of trees right here. And it's like, dude, no, tree farm over here. So I cut down all of his jungle trees and just made two big ones, and there's one small one over here, and he's got this fascination with bamboo. I think it's because the bamboo can be used as sticks. I think that's what he's doing it for, but I'm not sure. And I've been collecting all these things and just throwing them over here. That way, if and when there's something I need, I got these I can go through, or if we get hungry, we can come out and break them. But hunger shouldn't really be a problem. We got crops in the field, melons and pumpkins growing, and we got a whole box full of food over there. I got steaks that I'm just plain eating, cooked steak, because, well, I've been killing a lot of cows. And I have no idea what's up with his bamboo crosses. I think he's going Roman on me, because he's got that one on the side of the shop, and for some reason we have this great big one up here, which does need one more block on top. It's a little bit short of a cross. If he tries crucifying me, I'm gonna have to cut my hair and stop wearing sandals. And he's got a horse. I can't ride horses. My ping lag is so bad, I would lag all over the place. And it's weird because when I test my ping, I got like 45 milliseconds, which is pretty damn good as far as I understand it. And nobody else has lag on the server, so there's just something with the connection between me and Oklahoma right now that's being a bit glitchy, I guess. And I hooked this up for him with redstone engines underneath these corner blocks here, and wooden pipes so it'll suck out and fill this up for him. and I'm gonna show him the trick I was using. I don't know if he's seen it in my video where you can just move them. I'm planning on putting like a stockpile of them, like cutting a room over here somewhere and just stockpiling them in there until we get a liquid burner boiler for them. I want to get up to LV first before I do that. And speaking of, I want to help him get up to LV a little bit quicker. So like I said, we're going to kind of bypass the bronze blast furnace because I hate making that thing. I've made it so many times. And in my regular Gregtech 5, as I've been calling it, the reboot, since I had to remake the daggone world, or restart the world, I should say, I'm going to have to make one there. And where in the hell do I want to put these things? I want them outside because I don't have a very big place right now. Eventually I want to build this into like a factory coming off of the hill and kind of build a factory out here. That's why I got the, oh, see, that's part of that freaking issue I've been dealing with. Sometimes I get timed out. And here we are down in the dirt. Alright, are we here now? I'm probably going to set these up for him, and then that'll be... See, I'm not even getting my dirt to show up that it's broke yet. So I'll just sit here. I guess this will be a good time for a spit. See, that crap is just so annoying. But it's weird because nobody else is getting it. I'm the only one getting it. But XAR, if I remember, is out on the West Coast somewhere. Axel's actually where the server is, so he's obviously not going to be getting it. And I don't know where Casa's at. Casa may be on the West Coast too. And they just may have better lines between them. They are closer, but they also might have better lines between them and Oklahoma than what I do up here in Ohio. He also made a railroad track down to the, or a minecart track down there. I'm guessing that's so he can go pulling out from that vein that I found down there. I did have to show him, which I want to show you guys. Crap, I forgot my hammer. Which I want to show you guys, just in case anybody else doesn't know it. Chalk Upright. There are a few other ones that are the same way, but that's the one that he had the issue with. If you hit U, you'll see that you can smelt it straight up for copper. Now he went and made a macerator, so he's getting this crushed chalk upright. Now with anything that is, I'm trying to think of what you would call it. It's not a combination of metals, but it's one metal, like iron, gold, copper, tin, any of those, that if you cook the crushed, you will get 10 nuggets. So you actually get one better than an ingot. You'll get an ingot plus 1/10 of another ingot. But with anything that is like a conglomerate of crap, where this is sulfur, iron, and copper, you cook this and you will only get 3 nuggets. You will only get a little bit of copper. Where if you macerate it, hammer it into a dust, and then cook the dust, where's that? Oh, you will get the full ingot. So you will actually lose 6/9 of an ingot just because you didn't run it through the macerator or a hammer again. And then if you get a ore washer, then you can centrifuge it to get a little bit of pyrite off of it, and then this chalcopyrite, you will then get 6 nuggets out of it, or you can electrolyze it to get a little bit of iron, some sulfur. So it all depends on what you're wanting, but you never want to cook the crust. You always want to cook the dust. So keep that in mind. Make sure you look those recipes up. They're all pretty standard on the way they work. If it's, a regular pure ore, then it's going to be, crushed will give you a little more. If it's a compilation of things, then you're going to want to use the dust. Got us a brewing stand made me some splash health 2 potions, so if I'm fighting, and I made them mainly because of this lag. Normally I don't make these, but with the amount of lag I got when I go in the nether, sometimes those mini gas and angry gas will just start hitting me, and I won't be able to hit them back. So I have them so I can just splash myself real quick and hopefully not die. And then I made these potions of fire resistance so I can go in and just knock the hell out of the blazes instead of having to sit there and waste arrows trying to shoot them and keep from catching on fire. So now I got him to where he can get into the still need that damn hammer, which I think he made a second one for some reason, because it looked like there was one up here somewhere. But now hopefully he can start getting into the low voltage, get us some steel made up. I'm going to go ahead and toss some in here for him. I'll get him a little bit going now. It's going to take a lot more charcoal than that to get it done, but that'll at least get it started. I'll throw some more in to go before I go. And also, he's been using this to cook in these, and I always save my rubber wood because it's a good way to get carbon. Let me show you here. Rubber baby buggy bumpers. Rubber wood use, and we need the centrifuge. You can get sticky resin at a 50% chance, plant balls, which we can use in a biomass thing, carbon, one of them every 4 of these logs approximately, and then wood pulp, 1 out of every 4 approximately, which will be able to be made into planks, so we can use them. And then it also gives you methane, which we can burn for power. So I never use them. I'm going to make sacks and hook up to all of these. I don't really think we need that damn many of them there, but it's XAR's thing, so I'm gonna leave it to him. I'm trying not to be too bossy and too picky on how he does things, since he's willing to come and help me out over here. Just gotta get him to stop cluttering everything so tightly. He definitely likes his things efficient and where you gotta move the least to get to it. Not me. I like to move around. I like things spread out a little bit. Plus, the more spread out you make it, the less things have to tick in a particular chunk, and the less lag you'll have. So it's always better to spread your stuff out over multiple chunks to save your server, save your world, whichever you're running on at the time. And I only got one sapling back. That sucked. But it was a pretty crappy tree. I'm going to go ahead and knock the hell out of this axe. Should be done now, yep. And we throw it and it disappears. That's the way I normally do it. I normally don't check. I just throw it and see if it lands or not. Some weird bug that they got. Gregtech 6 is updated. Actually, there's been 2 since I've done an update on the server, so I'm probably going to put out a Gregtech 6 update video today. Let everybody know what's changed. And there's a new machine, a hammering machine. There we go. We got 4 steel there and 4 steel there. So now he can get started on getting us some LV things. We got to find some tin though. Tin is always a pain in the ass. But I'll come back on the server a little bit later and see if I can find him some tin. Find him some small tin or some tin veins or a tin vein or something. So take it easy. Hope you enjoyed. Hopefully next time I have one of these, we'll be getting started on LV machines. Have a good one.